Most people in the world live on occupied, colonized lands stolen and taken from original native peoples. Arabs, Turks, and others, not just Europeans, are guilty of colonizing, occupation, land theft, slavery, slaughtering native populations, and more. There is the recognition that the past cannot be undone and that the native people, descendants, do not have the right to murder, sexually abuse, kidnap, and commit atrocities against the non-native descendants living on their ancestral lands. And yet, there they are, by the millions, non-native descendants of the colonizers and occupiers, asserting the right of Palestinian Arabs to murder, sexually abuse, kidnap, and commit atrocities against the Jews of Israel based on their argument that the Jews are not native. There's a far more important principle that needs to be asserted than to disprove the false narratives about Jews not being true indigenous people of the land of Israel. The archaeological and historical records are clear about the thousands of years of Jewish history and connection to the land of Israel and the continuous Jewish presence on that land. Nothing ever justifies murder, sexual abuse, kidnapping, mutilation, committing atrocities such as what Hamas did against babies, children, and defenseless people inside of Israel on October 7th, including women and girls and defenseless people from all ages. Nothing justifies it, including the argument that the occupied have the right to commit whatever crimes and atrocities they wish against the occupiers. Nothing ever justifies murder, sexual abuse, kidnapping, mutilation, and atrocities, not the occupation argument or excuse or anything else. This includes the demonic mantra that resistance by any means allows for murder, sexual abuse, mutilation, kidnapping, and other atrocities. Furthermore, if occupation or resistance by any means are the excuse to murder, sexually abuse, mutilate, and commit other atrocities, then who is the God in this matter to determine who is telling the truth about occupation and occupiers, and more importantly, who is the God in this matter that is willing to throw away the most basic moral codes of humanity, including not to sexually abuse, not to murder, not to mutilate, not to kidnap, not to commit other atrocities, and that grants exceptions for people to commit these cruel and most heinous, brutal, and vile crimes. It is not just hypocritical the way that millions of descendants of the occupiers and colonizers comfortably live on land stolen from native peoples all over the world, while they vigorously defend the murder, sexual abuse, mutilation, kidnapping, and other atrocities against the Jews, defending, excusing, or promoting murder, sexual abuse, kidnapping, mutilation, and other atrocities against anyone, including Jews and Israelis, is beyond despicable. Meanwhile, none of these non-native, non-indigenous hypocrites are packing up their bags to leave occupied lands all over the world and return them to the native people.